You are getting sleepy, very sleepy. Now when I snap my fingers, you will like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to WatchMojo's Top 5 Facts. In today's installment, we're counting down the top 5 most unbelievable facts about mind control. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. The theory that the human brain can be controlled by outside forces is a controversial one. An utterly captivating topic, it has inspired many a work of science fiction. But what's the truth when it comes to mind control in the real world? Number 5. Hypnosis is real, but not like in the movies.
Deeper and deeper. Way down.
For most people, their knowledge of hypnosis is largely limited to what they've seen in film and television.
So what are you gonna do? Wave a pocket watch in front of my face and tell me I'm getting very sleepy?
The tendency of popular media to exaggerate its power, think Zoolander or Shallow Hal, has resulted in a lot of misinformation and skepticism. But Israeli neuroscientist Avi Mendelsohn recently proved that post-hypnotic amnesia, aka making people forget what they did under hypnosis, has a very real and measurable effect in the brain.
And 3.
Oh wow, were we just hypnotized?
Furthermore, Eamon Walsh of London's Institute of Psychiatry has had success with the concept of thought insertion. In a controlled environment, he and his team can guide a subject into a hypnotic state, in which the subject's mind becomes susceptible to outside instruction.
Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep.
Which they act out, despite a lack of conscious will to do so. Think Mr. Walsh is a fan of Inception?
This idea will define him. It may come to change everything about him.
Number 4. The CIA had a mind control project called MK Ultra. Mind control. It's a nefarious plot typically reserved for evil villains in comic books. So naturally, the CIA would try their hand at it.
You gotta be kidding me.
These brainwashing experiments carried out during the Cold War were conducted with the aim of learning how to manipulate the behavior, mind, and will of others. Techniques included hypnosis, administering LSD without consent, electroshock therapy, and induced periods of sleep up to 1 month long, during which the patient would be subjected to subconscious conditioning via looped tapes. Unsurprisingly, it does not appear to have yielded the desired results. If they actually wanted to see it succeed, they shouldn't have given it the overly supervillain codename MK Ultra. As the Central Intelligence Agency, you'd think they would have known better. Evil plans always fail.
Well done, Mr. Powell.
Number 3. Nazis did not use fluoride for mind control.
Let's see, it was the Nazis that first put Prozac in the water, or I should say fluoride. Fluoride is 90% of Prozac.
Even compared to other fluoride-related conspiracy theories, the alleged use of this chemical as a method of Nazi mind control over Jewish prisoners is pretty far-fetched. This particularly toothsome theory is riddled with cavities. Holocaust historians have called it, quote, Conspiracy Theory 101. Even anti-fluoride activists like Paul Conant, a chemist and director of the Fluoride Action Network, dismiss the concept. The myth can be traced back to a 1987 pamphlet, self-published by one Ian E. Stevens, titled Fluoridation, Mind Control of the Masses? It was republished in 1995 by Nexus magazine, which specialized in alternative news and conspiracy theories. Before this work of historical revisionism, fluoride and Nazis had little to no connection.
Is it safe? Look, I tell you, I can't do it.
Number 2. Scopolamine might just be a mind control drug. Also known as devil's breath, this drug is terrifyingly powerful and way too accessible. Scopolamine can be harvested from the Brugmansia trees and shrubs commonly found in South America. Most frequently used by criminal groups in Colombia, a small dose can reportedly make a victim complacent, malleable, and subject to any suggestion.
Pamela?
Yes, doctor.
You are under my complete control.
They essentially become a mindless slave. Although it is used for sexual assault, it's unlike roofies, in that victims appear to be totally coherent to the casual observer.
Slowly.
Victims have allegedly been made to empty their bank account and give the money to the criminal, or even help a criminal empty their own house of all possessions.
Went down and said to his doorman, why is my apartment empty? What happened? And the doorman said, well, you brought it out with 2 of your friends last night.
When the drugs wear off, they have no memory of the events and may suffer from permanent memory damage. It's mind control at its most sinister.
This is where the seeds are. I mean, that's where everything comes from, right?
Number 1. Scientists have successfully controlled a body using brainwaves.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
The year was 2013, and for what is believed to be the first time in history, one human brain was able to control the actions of a body that was not their own. Two researchers at the University of Washington, Rajesh Rao and Andrea Stocco, succeeded in establishing a non-invasive brain-to-brain interface across campus. And how did they choose to apply this wildly exciting new technology? Why, computer games, of course. Keeping things simple for the initial experiment, they picked an unspecified click-to-shoot arcade-style game.
You have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
When Rao wanted to fire, his brain waves were recorded and transmitted to Stocco, whose finger involuntarily hit the keyboard. In 2015, they significantly expanded on the concept, repeating the process with a more elaborate question and answer game. Welcome to the future, folks.
Get out of my brain.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.